because I thought there was so many question marks, and I just wasn't for sure. And that's the beauty of a season like this. You learn more about the team as you go through it, and you see guys who you thought were good get better, and then you see guys who you didn't know were as good as they were come out of nowhere. A Jabo, seeing Andrew Anthony, have a pop here and there, seeing Eric Gall come into himself, seeing Asana Haskins carry over what he did last year to this year and get better, see Blake Corum pop, see Donovan Edwards, a true freshman, pop, right? Seeing JJ McCarthy as a true freshman quarterback, sure that he can contribute. Josh Ross, solidifying himself. Aiden, we knew Aiden was really good, but Aiden got better this year. He was good last year, but he had a good season last year, and he had a great season this year, right? I thought DJ Turner did a really good job at corner. I thought Gray was very solid at corner. Daxton Hill, solid at safety. We knew he would be good, and he delivered, right? It's just in the offensive line, started with Andrew Vastardis. They played well, and they got better throughout the year. So, no, of course, I didn't see that week one when we beat Western Michigan, but they got better week to week, man, and that's fun. That's fun to see, and I don't have enough good things to say, but I can't believe we're here, and yeah, man, it's a long time coming, man. We've been friends for a minute now, and
very true.
Oh, we're not listening to people like Ryan, man. Softest Big Ten.
I was just gonna say, what are your thoughts on this? I think this is just crazy. To say softest Big Ten.
That's just someone trying to start things up. It's like, dude, we can go through many years. Yeah, we can go through year, and we can talk about, schedule here, teams up and down. How's the Big Ten soft? Ohio State had a good year this year. MSU had a good year this year. Three of the teams, there are three teams that Big Ten needs to have at least 10 wins. How's that week?
Ohio State is 7 right now. Michigan State 11. Iowa obviously 13.
He's saying it like I could see if like MSU sucked, Ohio State sucked, and it was just Michigan in the East, and it was like a freaking 8-4 Northwestern team that we played in the Big Ten title. I'll cop to that. What are you talking about? We got to the last 2 weeks of the season, and we literally had three teams that could have been in the playoff. We had what would we have, Des? We had Ohio State number 3, who was Michigan 5, and MSU was 6 or something like that.
Yep.
We were one of the few conferences. There was no other conference that had that situation. So what are you talking about? If anything, this is one that the tightest races has been in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, so think about it. I mean, Michigan Ohio State game came down to.
If you don't talk trash, have it make a little bit of sense. that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, the game came down to a playoff berth. Like whoever wins this is going to Indianapolis.
You guys still see this? Like he's buffering. So do you guys, while we're waiting for Des to fix to come back here, do you guys agree with me?
I think they probably do. So I think Dre might have been buffering, but to me, I just what I look at with the Ohio State Michigan game came down to the winner of that game is going to Indianapolis for a shot at the college football playoff. Like I think that this was a strong year for the Big Ten. Like I don't think the Big Ten was down at all. If anything, I would look at the ACC or the Pac-12 and say those teams or those conferences were without a doubt down, but definitely not for the Big Ten. This was a really strong year for the Big Ten. So we shall see.
There were all so teams that made the Big Ten look good. What are you talking about? So you're down in your own team because your team won 10 games. So hopefully you're persistent with that too.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, Dre, and here's what I just want to say again. Michigan Wolverines are the Big Ten champions.
You're damn right.
Undisputed. undisputed Big Ten
baby.
champions.
No,
That's
no
incredible.
cold Big Ten East champions. No, we are Big Ten champions.
You guys are getting fitted for your rings, and you might get 2 of them because sometimes they'll do it for the division and for the actual conference. But whatever you want to do, it's incredible, man. It truly is. Like, to see where this team was last year, 2-4, just not a good season, not a good showing. Your starting quarterback who started the year is down at Tennessee right now in Knoxville. So for Jim Harbaugh to take that, that season, that result, and to get the leaders to believe, because that's a big thing too, is to get those guys to believe, because a lot of times it's you need your best players to believe and really drive the other guys, and for them to do that, I just think it's incredible, and I can't give Jim Harbaugh enough credit, enough kudos, because I was the same guy that was crushing him last year. So he deserves all the credit that he's going to get these next couple weeks. And for Michigan fans, enjoy it, because you guys are going to be all over ESPN and CBS and any other station. And I'm sure
too,
on Monday you're going to get a lot of.
But we're used to y'all. We got Bama fatigue, but you're here. But I'm just. What is Rushman talking about? Iowa's a 500 team. They won 10 games. What is 5? Last time I checked, 500 would be what would that be? 6-6 going to this game.
Yep.
I don't.
500 would be literally winning and losing the same amount of games.
So look, I know like people are trolling and being like silly, but and I understand people like Ryan. Like, dude, here's what I understand about a State fan or Ohio State fan. If they were to troll, it's like, okay, if you're a State fan, you guys had your run, and you had a really good run a couple of years ago in terms of winning Big Ten titles, right? With Mark D'Antonio, you had a nice bounce back year this year. What's the reason trolling? That's like insecurity. Like, you guys are in a good place. You've got some championships. Just shut up and let people have their moments. Same thing with Ohio State fans that are trolling. Like. As a Michigan fan, I'm not bantering versus anybody else, because this is what we finally broke through, But so I just don't see the point of being that way. But whatever makes you feel good.
Yeah. And I mean, you can argue like, okay, Iowa is not the second best team in the Big Ten. Like, I'm not going to argue that. I'm not going to argue for that. But at the end of the day, they played who was on their schedule. They lost 2 games, and they were in the Big Ten championship. They
didn't play Michigan State, so obviously Michigan State is the hero or be all. That they didn't play Michigan. Oh, okay, they didn't play Michigan. They didn't play Michigan State. That's an argument against anybody in the Big Ten West. That's an argument against Wisconsin. It's an argument against
Iowa. That's the weaker side of the conference, right?